Promoting peace, understanding, mutual respect, tolerance, these are the goals of the Interfaith Dialogue Movement. It is a movement promoted by Turkish groups in the United States, a movement that really took hold in 2010.
Organizations across the world work tirelessly this year to build bridges between religions and across cultures. In the U.S., 3 prominent Turkish-American groups, among many others, played a significant role in carrying those themes forward. In keeping with its mission, the New Jersey-based Interfaith Dialogue Center, or IDC, promoted themes of cross-cultural and interfaith dialogue in 2010. The IDC hosted several Ramadan dinners, an annual tradition. People of various faiths and cultures, government officials, members of law enforcement, and elected officials came together at these dinners to celebrate unity in diversity.
This world is so small that culture, religion, we have to understand and relate to each other in a better way.
Some organizers said just the physical act of eating together helped people from diverse backgrounds bond and share their experiences with one another.
We share the food, we share feelings, we share ideas, we share opinions, we share our love with each other.
In 2010, the Houston-based Gulen Institute also organized several conferences, luncheon forums, and seminars to promote interfaith dialogue and community service. The Institute's mission is inspired by the life and work of the distinguished scholar and civic leader Fethullah Gulen.
A man who has in no uncertain terms condemned terrorism and violence in the name of religion. A man who is a great supporter of interfaith dialogue, who has actually begun very important dialogues not just with Jewish communities around the world but also with the Vatican. And a man who has dedicated his life and his movement to the service of the common good.
Scholars from around the world gathered for an international conference in Chicago to talk about the Gulen movement and Fethullah Gulen. Organizers say the meeting was necessary because fear and hatred for Islam continue to influence public opinion. At another panel called Dialogue of Civilizations, Islam's Perspective at Marywood University in Pennsylvania, the headline speaker, Dr. Walter Wagner, encouraged people to open their minds and open the Quran.
So dialogue, as one of the theologians has said, there can be no peace among the nations unless there is peace among the religions. And real peace will begin with religious understandings.
And in Houston, the Gulen Institute organized Dialogue of Civilizations Platform 2010, which brought together distinguished scholars and other officials from the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. They discussed challenges in today's world, such as poverty and religious conflicts, and potential solutions. Meanwhile, a third organization, Chicago-based Niagara Foundation, organized several luncheon forums and an awards ceremony. At one luncheon in Chicago, the executive director of the Council for a Parliament of the World's Religions, Reverend Dirk Ficke, said the problem of terrorism would not be solved with military might, but through human connections.
And when you're talking about combating terrorism out of any context, it's only going to be solved by community relations, by convincing communities that terrorism is not the way to go.
The Niagara Foundation also hosted the 5th Annual Peace and Dialogue Awards in 2010. Awards were given to individuals and organizations who have pushed for cultural understanding and tolerance in the Chicago area.